Some consequential discussions and arguments happening at this building you see right here. The question at the United States Supreme Court this hour: does federal law bar states from counting mail-in ballots that were postmarked by Election Day but then received after Election Day? Well, justices on the High Court are hearing those arguments as we speak. So let's talk to CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman, listening in on those arguments. Katrina, what can you tell us? What are both sides looking at?
Reed, so what's at issue here specifically is a Mississippi law that allows ballots to be counted up to 5 days after Election Day, as long as they were cast, they were mailed in before. Now, what the Republican National Committee is arguing is that ballots need to be in by Election Day, that is the federal law, that Election Day was set to be the Tuesday after the first Monday in November, and that all ballots must be in by this day. They say that if you look back at the history and tradition, that there's no precedent for this. The state differs, and it's also interesting because it's Mississippi's Republican Attorney General who is arguing against the RNC and Mississippi's own Republican Party here. But what the state says is that as long as these ballots are mailed before Election Day and received by 5 days after, that they should be allowed to be counted, Reed. And this could also have widespread implications because there are a number of other states with similar laws.
So let's talk about those potential implications. What could they have on future elections?
So, Reed, this could be very important, consequential. We have midterms coming up. There are 13 other states, aside from Mississippi, that have these similar mail-in ballot laws. It could also have big implications for people who vote from overseas, people in the military, Reed. There are 29 states that accept at least some mail-in ballots, along with those, including those 13 states that have these grace period rules. So it could affect about 4 million servicemen and U.S. citizens who vote from abroad, as well as people in certain states who usually vote by mail-in ballots. This could be very important. Our election expert, David Becker, has also said that beyond just being about these grace periods, whether or not you can have them, how long they can be, there's a real important question here about whether states can make these decisions for themselves, Reed.
Question of federal law or state law and which has precedent. Katrina Kaufman, thank you for that.